Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 12 of the year 2024. And this is from the 18th to the 24th of March. And whenever I talk about the weeklies, they start from Monday because it's a weekday. And I consider that, when the week is starting, it's better that we, end it with the relaxing day of Sunday. So these are all based on moon's ingress. And remember that this is not just the moon's ingress. It is about the moon's interaction with all the other 12 signs as well. Because, and of course, with the other planets there. Because planets actually don't work in isolation. Everything about astrology is a concoction, or we can say it's a mix of all the planets, and then we get to know the predictions. And the predictions are the most important. I find them the most important, or guidance that people look for. That is the reason, the personal reading is very important, a consultation. I'm offering 20% discount for another day, and the slots are available for the May month. So you can drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com, and my team will get in touch with you and give you all the details. Now, when moon is ingressing in a particular zone, it actually impacts us on our mental level, how we can deal with the situation. The situation is actually at large not going to change that often unless the major positions of the planets change. And as you know, Jupiter is going to be changing signs in the month of May 1st. So that is something which is a very important transit after Rahu Ketu's ingress in Pisces and Virgo sign. After that, no major transits have happened. So eclipses, they actually impact us globally, mundane level. But until and unless, they are changing signs, or it's an inverse return, or a Rahu Ketu return, or they are in the trine or in the Kendra to the grahas whose Dasha you are in, they don't actually impact you, until and unless you are in the Dasha. The Dasha is the most important one. That is why I always say that make your Dasha sign your first house as an ascendant, and see where your birth planets are, and then superimpose the transits over there. I always like to see from the Dasha also, because that will set the tone of the current situation. Otherwise, you're born with some planets and the transit positions are happening. They're not going to be forming any kind of event, or they're not going to be triggering any event. And remember, Dasha and transits are not the event creators. They can trigger the events, or they can tell you that when a particular event is going to take place. Now, why I tell you every time all of these, because, these are all short tutorials also in the beginning part. And extempore, I keep talking, on the live sessions, so that the ones who are interested to learn astrology, they must learn transits in a proper manner. And astrology in a proper manner, rather than just picking up Rahu, Ketu, and calling them only the karmic grahas, or any particular planet, or mixing Gemini astrology or any other astrology. Some people use Yogini Dasha, some people use Kal Chakra Dasha. There are so many Dasha systems also. So we must actually start from the scratch as to what exactly are the planets, signs, then, houses. So until unless, we consider all the planets important, we cannot actually learn, or we cannot do astrological predictions correctly, because all the planets have to form a connection. There is always, that all the planets are karmic. If you have to buy a vehicle, it will be in your bhagya, in your luck, if at all your Venus is strong. So Venus also becomes your karmic graha. Maybe in the past life you did something, and you could not, you can't buy a vehicle this life. So Venus becomes your karma. You can't buy a house, or you buy multiple houses. Mars becomes your, the karmic graha for that. For a government job, Sun. For education, we see Mercury. Mars is also the ruler of. It also suggests how the partner, or the male people in your life would be, your siblings. So it's not just that we have to depend on just one planet, or just the nodes only, because all the grahas are important, and they all are karmic. No event will take place until unless the particular planet permits. Is it forming a connection with the Dasha? Is it forming a connection with the planet seated there? It has to have that triggering impact. Only then the events take place. Now, enough of tutorial. Let me tell you what exactly is happening this week. And this week, we have moons ingress in 3 zodiac signs of Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. And I will be sharing with you the most important one, that is Venus and Jupiter forming a nakshatra exchange. I don't think so you know that. And I don't think so in any kind of videos you will get all the information that I share, because I have been watching and I have been observing, and I sleep, eat, drink astrology. I breathe astrology. So, and the transits especially. So I wish to actually, get into the details, how the transit position, why this particular event is happening. So we have Venus in Jupiter's nakshatra, and Jupiter already is in Bharani in Venus's nakshatra. So this week becomes a very important one for that reason as well. Mars is going to be joining Saturn in the Shatabisha nakshatra, and Sun is also going to be changing nakshatra. So there are multiple factors in Saturn's nakshatra. After Saturn's sign, now it is going to be in Saturn's nakshatra also for a long time. So don't you think these are very important and to not to be overlooked transits? When we are talking about only moons ingress, we are actually befooling us and the audiences. We must actually do the transits in a very proper manner. And I really don't like when, some people, do, the unfinished job. It's not me. I do the elaborate videos because I want you to know how the upcoming week is. Suppose you say that, this event happened. It is not because, of one planet. It happened because multiple planets wanted to. It says that, the whole universe will conspire to, make that event happen. So how can we leave out the other planets, right? So it's incomplete if we are talking only of the moon's ingress. We have to see how they're forming a connectivity with other planets. We do have vernal equinox. As you know, the sun and earth tilt is 0 degrees at that time. So the day and the night get equal. And this is in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it is the autumnal, it's the other way around in the southern hemisphere. So that is the reason, we must also pay attention to the equinoxes. So let's not waste more time and start with the video on the weeklies. That is week 12 of the year 2024. All right. So moon is going to be transiting through the 3 zodiac signs of Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. Gemini on the 18th and the 19th, and till the 19th afternoon, actually, and it's going to be in trine to Saturn, Venus, and Mars. And when this transit happens in the Cancer sign, in the on the 19th latter half to the 21st, this is going to be in trine to all the planets in the Pisces sign, which is Rahu, Mercury, and Sun. So this is also very important to see where the planets are transiting from moon also. So from moon, if you can see, this is the 9th house transit, which is, from moon, all the planets are in the 9th house. So this becomes a very important one for journeys, for spiritual pursuits. So definitely, I will be sharing for each zodiac sign also in the letters just in a bit. So now what is happening here is that in the Leo sign, when this transit of moon happens in the Leo sign from 22nd to the 24th afternoon, it is going to be right opposite these energies of Saturn, Mercury, and Saturn, Venus, and Mars. So again, this becomes a very powerful yoga, because the trinal lords and the Kendra lords are getting connected. A beautiful yoga. And this is also the Dhana yoga forming. So on the global level, we will experience some major shifts as far as the transit positions are concerned this week, because we do have the planets forming the nakshatra connection also. Now, you know that Mars is going to be joining this, Shatabisha nakshatra in the Aquarius sign, and Saturn is already there. Shatabisha is a significant combination that brings together the assertiveness and dynamic qualities of Mars with the intellectual and humanitarian energies. So this is like, creates a very positive as well as negative, expression of this Mars, because Mars symbolizes energy after all, and courage and assertiveness, and it is the drive, the action, how you can overcome the obstacles. So in Shatabisha, this is influenced by the qualities of Rahu also. We should not forget. And Rahu is about, illusion, delusion, and confusion. But definitely, you are going to be, going to be more inclined, because Shatabisha, even if it is a negative Grahas nakshatra, but you know what? This is a very intellectual kind of nakshatra. And you are always in the pursuit of knowledge when any planet is in Shatabisha, remember. So these people, they possess a very deep sense of empathy and desire to contribute positively to the society. So this is why, this is the humanitarian causes that we see from here. And Saturn is very happy here. Saturn is in the Mool Trikona sign of, Aquarius here. So there will be some unconventional kind of thinking. You will be more realistic, more disciplined, more punctual now. And this might just bring about some rebellion nature also for you, or for the on the global level, But definitely this is going to be a very positive time for the intellectual qualities, curiosity, humanitarian causes, and you will definitely be more independent and innovative also. And problem solving skills will be enhanced with this Mars and Saturn, because everybody's talking against this Mars and Saturn. Yes, it is precarious, but it actually helps us understand the challenges also. Okay. So this is going to be a very positive one. Don't get involved in any kind of impulsive behavior, conflicts, confrontations, and anger issues, stubbornness, etc. You have to be careful about. Harness that. If at all you're feeling, already, because if you have a Mars and Saturn in your Shatavisha, then this transit is definitely is going to be giving you too much of aggression, stubbornness. So you need to be more self-aware, cultivate patience, cultivate willingness to do things rather than procrastinating. Okay, it's a very positive time period, and it is very good for healing also, because it's said that when planets are in Shatabisha, they definitely, bring about the positive energies to heal others as well. So Mars is going to be in this nakshatra, and then we have Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter's nakshatra exchange also. So this brings about dynamic balance of material and spiritual bliss. Elevation will be there in personality, period of cleansing, affinity for arts and beauty aesthetics. Just offload your baggage that you're carrying from a long time. This is a good time period for that as well. Venus and Jupiter, whenever they form connection, it is Venus is minus lust equals to Jupiter. So that's the reason Venus and Jupiter have a very thin demarcation. So whenever they're forming a connection in the sky, remember there is something which is going to be happening in churning is going to be happening in your life, in your relationship, in your knowledge, in your financials. You're going to be more inclined towards spiritual as well as material growth, and ethically. Okay, so that's what it is. And we do have Sun's ingress in the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So I will give you the dates also. So Sun is going to be from 17th of March till the 13th of April in the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, ruled by Saturn. So now this is also a very positive time for the foreign collaborations globally, and if there is any connection with Surya Dasha right now, so you will experience these even more. So this is a beautiful time period for solving your problems, and if at all you want to go in for the government job, etc., on the individual plane. So this is a good transit, because Sun and Saturn brings about these events also. Okay, next week we have an eclipse. We have Holika also. Holika, I think we have, I'll just share with you the Holika Dahan also is going to be exact date. One sec. We have Pradosh Vrat on 22nd. We have Shahid Divas on 23rd. Choti Holi or Holika Dahan on the 24th of March. And we have Ekadashi on 20th of March. If at all you follow this and, you fast, so you can do it on these days. Okay. So very important transits actually. And Venus is going to be in Purva Bhadra from 23rd of March till the 3rd of April. Sun is going to be in Uttar Bhadrapada from 17th of March till the 13th of April. And Mars is going to be in Shatavisha from 24th of March till the 10th of April. So this is the time period which is very, very precarious. I think we all must stay calm and we must not get carried away in our anger and our stubbornness. It's better that there can be some events on the global level also, uprising on the, and I've seen when Saturn and Mars, after every 2 years, they conjoin. So wildfires happen. It's very hot actually, on the global plane also, as compared to the, other years. And also we experience earthquakes, etc. also during this time period. So we need to be little extra cautious about all these energies. And I think we are good to go. Okay. So that's what. So now we are going to be, see, when we have moon. Okay, now let me start with the Aries. So we are going to be doing the predictions as per Ascendant, Moon, and Dasha sign. See, what is Dasha sign? I always explain. I don't have to make a separate video for the same. I can explain 1,000 times also. I am very patient on this. So if at all you are going to be experiencing something, which is not working from Ascendant or Moon, just see what Dasha you're in. Suppose you are in the Dasha of Venus, and Venus is in Sagittarius sign. So in your birth chart, you have to rotate it now. Your birth chart, you have to rotate it, and all the planets will shift in your natal chart. Now you have to bring all the transit positions in the sky and superimpose on your birth chart. Always remember, your birth chart is the blueprint of your life. So you need to make that your basic foundation and then go ahead for the Dasha and transit. Always remember. So when you are shifting the, rotating the chart to the Dasha sign, that means you are going to be shifting all the planets. You're going to be rotating all the planets in your natal chart also. Suppose you have a Jupiter in your 7th house and you shifted. Now this Jupiter becomes your 11th house when you make Sagittarius Lagna, right? So it will be, if it is in Libra sign, so it becomes your 11th house Jupiter, isn't it? So Lagnesh goes to the 11th house. So you need to do that, you need to work on these things. Maybe I will do a video if at all there is high demand on that. So I will try doing that video also, or maybe I will cut this clip and I will share. Okay. So for Aries natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. And it's going to be forming a connection with your Saturn also, Venus also, Mars also. So this conjunction is a very, this trinal combination is a very important one for being into discipline and structure. And, if you have any kind of struggles or insecurities that you're feeling, you have been experiencing, or self-criticism, as a matter of fact, you will work on that this week. And with Mars also in trine, you will be self-assertive and you will be having a, some kind of passionate energies this week. And with your partner, maybe, you'll be traveling somewhere, short distance journeys. And this is a good time for selling off the property also, because it's the 4th lord in the 12 places away. So maybe you will get a good price because Saturn, Venus, and Mars are also in trine to this in the 11th house. So you will get good price for this also. And being in the 3rd house, this is a good transit for maybe your presentations. If you have anything to do with your intellectual pursuits, emotional pursuits, like if emotionally you want to connect with your siblings or your neighbors or your friends, etc. So this is a good time period for you, and that's happening on the 18th and the 19th till the 19th afternoon. You may feel very strong need to connect with your siblings also. This is a good transit for mental agility and curiosity also. Emotionally, you will feel quite fulfilling. You want to share your ideas, you want to share your presentation. Maybe, you're going to be discussing your ideas with your seniors and bosses, and you will definitely get some breakthrough also. From moon, 10th house has Rahu, Mercury, Sun also. So this might bring about some complications at the workplace in the paperwork. Be careful. Somebody is also saying that there are some cyber crimes which are happening. So this means that, there is a possibility because of this Mercury and Rahu conjunction, and Mercury is our computers and everything. And then, we have to see what is Rahu. Rahu is something which actually, is, of course, cyber security we see, and breach of security is because of Rahu energy as well. So we have to be cautious about that, because this moon is going to be in the sign ruled by Mercury as well. So that's why I say that, I can't confine myself to make short videos. Everybody starts yelling or saying, I mean, not yelling, but, they just start complaining. So can't be, because these are all extempore live sessions. I just in a flow say so many things. So when moon is going to be here, you have to be a little cautious about the thefts, etc. also, with Rahu, Mercury, and Sun in your 12th house. Jupiter, thankfully, is a big time saving grace in the first house. So you're protected. Even if there is a crime or there is some theft happening, you will get your belongings back. Moon is going to be in your 4th house on the 19th latter half till the 21st, and it's going to be in trine to Rahu, Mercury, and Sun, also not to forget, and it's going to be in its own zone. 4th house is about your family. Your emphasis is on emotional security. You feel that you have that desire to nurture yourself and your loved ones. You want to connect with them. You want to feel fulfilled, with the family affairs. Maybe you're going to be redoing your place. You want to be with your family. You want to spend more time at home, and maybe you're working from home also. This is also a good time period for because moon is from moon, Saturn, Venus are going to be, and Mars are going to be in the 8th house. So take care of your mother's health. And this is a good time period for astrological pursuits. If you are an astrologer or you are into occult sciences, research, etc. So this week is a good time period for initiating of education, etc. Also, some new education plan, overseas journeys or overseas education, you're going in for, because from your 4th house in the 12th house we have a Rahu, Mercury, Sun also. So this is a good time period to initiate something new, something different as well. Moon is going to be in your 5th house on the 22nd till the 24th afternoon, and it's going to be right opposite Saturn, Venus, and Mars, and going to be aspected by Jupiter. So this is a good time period if at all you have any creative pursuits to follow, and you will be very self-expressive in your romance, in your in your other activities with children. You will be connecting also. You have that emotional fulfillment, and maybe some life's pleasures coming your way. Maybe you're pursuing your hobbies, and you're going to be spending more time with your family, and maybe you're going to be unwinding this day. These 2 days. So it's a good time period. Saturn wants you to just relax in your love relationships also. This can also be triggering physical relationship. Also, Venus and Mars are looking here. So this is a good time period to heal the relationship. If at all you have been experiencing some thing amiss, which is happening because your 5th lord is in the 12 places away from here. So this means that children are going away from you, or the romantic partner is going away from you. So you need to be extra cautious. Maybe there can be a breakup. So you have to be really very careful during the sun's ingress here. And there's an eclipse also happening in the 12th house of yours. So you have to make sure that you do not lose out on your control and peace, and just anger issues are there, and you fall prey to the break of the agreement or the break of relationship. See, 5th house is the 12th places away from your 6th house. So this is also very positive for your health issues getting better. If at all you are having any health issues, you will get that solace and that cure if at all you have been experiencing anything of that sort. But yes, this is a good transit. This week is a good transit for you. Third, fourth, fifth houses are good. They are considered to be very positive. And your routine, your health, don't procrastinate. Just follow a strict diet also this week, and you are good to go. Investment wise, I would suggest some overseas connections would help, rather than just investing your own money right now. Just look for some outsiders to invest in the business or in your organization you're working. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and let's move on to Taurus. Always forget to ask for subscriptions. No worries. If you will like the video, you will subscribe automatically. Thank you so much for being here from a long time. Whosoever is there with me, connected from a long, long time, and the ones who really like my videos and appreciate them in the comment section as well. So for Taurus natives, Moon is going to be in your second, third, and fourth houses this week. And Moon exalts in your first house. So this is a very positive week for you, because second, third, fourth houses are good for Moon's ingress. Second house on the 18th and the 19th afternoon. And it's going to be in trine to Saturn and Venus and Mars. And Saturn, Venus, Mars are in your 10th house. And when Moon is in the second house, that means there is something to do with your finances. Your emotions are tied to finances, your possessions, your self-worth, your family, your, food, and maybe, your values, family values. You may feel more secure when your material needs are met. So you're thinking too much about your financials, your budgeting, you're planning everything, how you can make money out of money, how you can acquire more comforts, material comforts. Maybe you're going to be spending also on some new items, you're going to be buying some household items or household things, and Lagnesh is in the Kendra. So this is a good transit in Saturn is forming a Sastri Yoga. So beautiful time period for a job change, for any kind of growth that you are waiting for, overseas connectivity. Job from the overseas also is expected, or maybe some collaborations with the outsiders is also possible. And Rahu, Mercury, and Sun are in your 11th house, and the eclipse is going to be there. So it's not bad, because the Kendra Lord is actually, in the 8 places away from there. Just take care of your mother's health, take care of your father's health, but otherwise it's good for your mental peace. Actually, you will feel that, things are now getting in place. So even if it is a gradual success, but it is coming your way. Moon is going to be in your 3rd house on the 19th letter half till the 21st, and it's going to be in trine to Mercury, Rahu, and Sun from the Pisces sign. So it's going to be in trine. So this means that it's a good time period for your communication. Don't get carried away and go in for some major write-ups, or some kind of documentation. Maybe you're just filing your visa, PR, etc., and you make some mistakes, because Rahu is in trine and Mercury is also in the same nakshatra as Rahu. So what happens, these energies might just bring about some complications here and there. So you have to be careful for what you speak. You are going to be maybe connecting with your siblings and maybe with your neighbors or your friends, etc. You can be very emotionally inclined. You are looking for some higher learning also. You want to share your ideas. You want to engage in some some productive conversations, also stimulating conversations, I would say. So this is a good time period to connect with people. Maybe some presentation you're preparing, you're just teaching someone, or you're just acquiring knowledge yourself. This is also where you will connect with your house helps. They're going to be actually, see, 3rd house is your arms. So when you have more people to work for you, that means you have multiple arms to help you, isn't it? Your employees, your house helps, your driver, these are all the most important people in your life. So you must actually donate something to them, keep giving them something, give them sweets. It's not that you're doing it for a remedy. No, just keep them happy. When Moon is especially here, be emotionally connected to them. Okay. In India, I have, thank God and touch wood, I have a house help since say past 25 years, 25 to 26 years. She's very old. Now we look after her. She's living with us. She's done a lot for us. I'm not praising myself or something. It's just that I'm very emotionally connected to the people who do for me. So what happens, whenever she's ill, she has some problem, I just feel that, my mother is unwell. I feel that way. That's the connection. So we must not treat them that they are, downtrodden, they're helpless, and they're depending on our money and salary, etc. We actually start thinking too much about ourselves, that we are, one level up, and we can say and do anything. I have seen people ill-treating their house help also, their employees, their co-workers, they ill-treat. So we must understand, and we must actually be generous here. Okay. So anyways, that's too much of philosophy. But yes, I don't talk philosophy. I talk what the planets are trying to convey, right? And we have a Saturn, Venus, Mars right now in your in the Kendra also. So you must form a good connection with your co-workers. You must do for your people who are doing for you. Okay. Then Moon is going to be in your Kendra in the Leo sign from 22nd to the 24th afternoon. And then it is going to be right opposite Saturn, Venus, Mars. And in the fourth house, what do you feel? You feel like being at home. Emphasis is on emotional security, home. Maybe you're going to be connecting with your family. You're going to be spending more time there. You're going to be working from home, redoing your place, buying a property. So you're spending time there, renovating it. Or maybe, you're going to be planning some purchase of vehicle also during this time period. This week, you're thinking of changing your old vehicle to a new one, but Saturn is there, so it might just be Saturn is your yoga karagraha, and Saturn in the Kendra is giving you very good results. A lot of workload though, but you are getting that success. For Taurus natives, this is actually a good transit for you. Actually, Mars, see what happened actually, since Mars was in your what do you call Mars is aspecting Taurus sign also, must understand. So Taurus is afflicted because Ketu is also in trine. So two malefic and fiery grahas are looking at your lagna. So you must take care of your headaches and your surgical processes and accidents. Donate blood. Donate blood. You will feel better. That's a very good remedy for Taurus, I would say. Okay. But overall, it's a good week for you. Don't dread the transits like that, because transits are not the event creators. Believe you me, unless you have it in your chart, in your personal chart, no event has a potency to trigger because of Dasha and transit. Please. So just take it easy. Okay. And do change the time zones if all the readings are not matching also. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, third houses. First house on the 18th and the 19th afternoon, till the 19th afternoon, and then Cancer 19th latter half till the 21st, and then your third house 22nd till the 24th afternoon. Now, when Moon is going to be over your lagna, what it is doing here is it is going to be in trine to Saturn, Venus, and Mars. So you can go a little aggressive here. You can be very emotional. You can be more self-aware. Okay, what is my personal identity? Let me go for overhauling. Let me just change the environment surroundings around me, and my physical appearance also, because Venus and Mars are also there. So you might just go for a haircut or, a cosmetic procedure. With Mars and Ketu also forming a connection, you can go for that. And you will feel very sensitive to how people perceive you. That is what happens when Moon is in the Lagna in the first house. It's a good transit for nurturing yourself and others, getting more emotional, communicating the way, it actually gives others some solace or healing, So be more soft and be more receptive to others' issues and problems that they are going through. So you must actually be more sensitive. Okay. And we have Ketu in your fourth house, and Mars is also looking at your Taurus sign in the 12th house. Ketu is in trine. So you must take care of your, when you're traveling. You will travel, maybe, you will leave your country and go overseas also with Ketu in your fourth house. Definitely it will trigger once your Dasha is there. But Ketu in your fourth house is giving you some emotional turmoil till the time, since it has transited there. And this is also in the 12 places away from your 5th house. That is maybe because of your children, you're having some problem, or children are leaving you and going overseas. Quite likely. Any which ways I've seen with Gemini people, 5th Lord is also the 12th Lord. So losses because of children, or losses to children, or losses, expenditures on children. So what is the best thing? You must actually spend more on children so that everything gets balanced out. The rest of the things get balanced out. Okay. Then we have Moon's ingress in the 2nd house. That's 19th letter after the 21st. Now here it's going to be in trine to Rahu, Mercury, and Sun. Now, when Moon being the 2nd Lord, for you, actually, there is a lot of fluctuation in your income also, because Moon inherently in the natural zodiac rules your 2nd house. So you're very attached emotionally to your family, and you're attached with your family, and you are very emotional about your finances also. There are a lot of fluctuations in your finances. It's like up and down all the time. You are not able to save money. And if at all there is affliction because of Ketu or Rahu, then it becomes even more. So there is a lot of insecurity any which ways for you lifelong, that, you have to go through about your finances. And only when, you have that standing, your, financial security is there, then you feel a little better. You have to plan your budget. Don't go overboard. Don't get carried away in your expenses this week. You are prone to giving more spending more money on outside food, or taking your family out for dinner, etc. So you have to be careful about your stomach region also. Maybe you can have some digestive issues, so be cautious. Moon transits through your 3rd house. 3rd house transit is good for Moon on the 22nd till the 24th afternoon, and it's going to be opposite Mars, Sun, Venus, and then aspected by Jupiter also. So 3rd house is good for your siblings. It's good to connect with the siblings also. And as it is, with this 3rd house transit, you can maybe go in for some short journeys. You're going to be taking up some intellectual pursuits. You're going to be studying, or maybe you're going to be taking up some education plan. So learning is the key, actually. You want to enhance your learning ideas, and your communication, presentation. You're going to be maybe going in for some documentation also during this time period, and you're going to be meeting some higher authorities or government authorities also this week. So and this is also a good time period to sell your property, not buy the property, sell your property, because Mars is looking at your 3rd house, and Jupiter is in your 11th house. So you will get a good price also. Ketu is in your 4th house. So the house is going to be sold also easily, because Ketu is in the 4th house. It detaches you any which ways. And of course, I would suggest that if you can go in for some donations during this week, so that will be good for you, because, the connection, the kind of connection it is forming, the nexus which is forming is not actually good for your mental health. So just, I think you should go in for donate some rice, milk, or sugar, something like that. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses, and 12th house on the 18th, 19th afternoon, and it's going to be in trine to Mars, Venus, and Saturn in the 8th house. See, 8th house is actually, the place where, it's a very intense place, actually. And you can see this half is the invisible half. This is the invisible half, and this is the visible half. So when, till the 7th house, all the things have happened in your life. Now, this is the house of death, and then starts another cycle. So what happens when planets are in the 8th house? It's sort of a, death of or finishing or endings, and then you transform, and then you start something else. So you have to go through those obstacles, hurdles, delays, frustrations, and then you become very spiritually inclined. That's how it goes. The horoscope goes like that. The pattern is like that, only set for everyone. So 8th house energy, when Moon is in your 1st house, and all the planets are transiting, most of the planets are transiting your 8th house. So this brings about a lot of emotional turmoil to you. You feel that you're very it's like you're very emotionally weak, actually, with Mars, Venus, Saturn. See, Mars and Saturn, they do well here in the 8th house, because this actually gives you the energy to combat the problems that you're suffering with. But at the same time, you're very emotional about, the intensity is very high, of emotions. So you need to be keeping, you need to keep a constant check on your emotions. Don't get carried away and make decisions where, you regret later. You are very, very sensitive, and you are also sensitive about how people take you, as how it's like, Aruda Lagna, how people perceive you. That is the Aruda Lagna, right? So when moon is in the first house, you're worried about that, how people are going to be taking me, how people are going to be reacting if I do certain things, how will I look, and how people are going to accept me, with this look. You're changing the look, you're thinking about others. You should start thinking about yourself first. I always dress up for myself first. Okay, so you must treat this, as the week where you are looking forward to yourself, your satisfaction, your physical appearance, your sensitivity, your self-care, and nurturing yourself first. Because when your cup is full, only then you can give others, right? So fill your cup first. So then moon is going to be in your 3rd house, and that's happening on the 24th, till the 22nd till the 24th of afternoon, and it's going to be right opposite Mars, Sun, and Venus, and going to be aspected by Jupiter. So 2nd house is a house of finances, possessions, self-worth, and value system. You're going to be really working on your finances, budgeting, etc. Also, you're going to be quite attached to your family members. Maybe you're going to be taking them out for dinner, some positive thing, as far as your connection with your families there. Maybe there's a get together or something, or there's a celebration in the family, so you're going to be connecting with your people around you. And it is right opposite Mars, Venus, and Saturn as well. Not to forget, the 8th lord is looking at your moon, so this might give you some emotional trauma, turmoil also, or some digestive issues as well. Something hidden, something which is not to be revealed will be revealed this week. So be careful about that. Something which you never expected can happen as well. Because your 5th lord is also gone to the 8th house. It could be related to your children, to your romantic partner. It is about your relationship. You're going to be actually working on something. You will get to know something which you never expected. Okay. So this is that kind of a week. Be careful in your communication, because Ketu is in your 3rd house, and Rahu, Mercury, and Sun, the eclipse is going to be in your 3rd and 9th axis also. So take care of your dad's health, and communicate very cautiously with your bosses and seniors also, because Sun is the seniors. So you need to be very careful about your decision making also. Go in for some higher studies, upskill yourself. That's what this Rahu and Sun combination is indicative of. Okay. Spiritual, get spiritually inclined. Don't lose your mind. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. For Leo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. And this week moon is actually, it's a mixed bag for you, because, when it is in the 11th house on the 18th, 19th afternoon till the 19th afternoon, this moon is going to be in trine to Saturn, Venus, and Mars, and the elements are the same. Remember, why the trinal planets are very important, because they are the same elements. So they actually function, and their nakshatras are also, of the same planets. Suppose Mars is in Mars nakshatra, moon is also going to be in Mars nakshatra. Okay. So that is the reason, when we talk about the trinal, positions, it's very important to see that as well. So moon, when it's transiting your 11th house, you will have the urge to connect with your friend circle, with your group activities you want to do, or some social connectivity you want to get involved in, and you want to maybe meet your friends, you want to go out, you want to connect with your old friends, maybe some friend from the past, from a long time, maybe childhood friend just appears, and you want to spend time with that friend. And this is also about, collaborations, achieving your goals that you have set. Also, you will be actually getting more into the social networking, that platform, because moon is also in trine to Saturn, Venus, and Mars here. So this might bring about some dhana yoga also, because it is going to be about, some wealth prospects that you're working on, because the Kendra rulers, all the Kendra rulers are conjoined here, and the trine also. So this is a beautiful yoga which is forming in the sky right now with Saturn, Venus, and Mars. People are saying just leave that aside, that this is not a good transit. But for sure, the Sasi Yoga is forming. Saturn, Venus, Mars are in your seventh house, being the ruler of your. See, Mars is your Yoga Karagraha. So it's a beautiful transit for you. Maybe, you're going to be changing your job, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be actually accepted by the community that you move around in. So this is going to be an elevation time for you. And of course, Moon is also going to be triggering all of these events, because it is Moon, lastly, who triggers the events. So when Moon is forming a connection with these planets, so this is going to be the week. And then Moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 19th letter half till the 21st. Now, this is a time period when you might just be traveling. You have some expenses, and you also, in the 12th house, you feel that you're isolated, basically, when Moon is in the 12th house of yours. So that you are isolated, you want to work in, you want to self-introspect, you want to rejuvenate yourself, your thought process. So you need that aloofness and solitude, during this time period. You have that, what happens, that commotion that has been going on from a long time, you really, because when Moon is transiting the last sign, last house, so it's like the new cycle is going to begin. So what happens, it's the end, no? So you just review everything, what all I did in the 27 days, last 27 days, what were my emotions, what were my achievements, what were my losses. So you are actually, getting little self-introspective also. So what should I do to improvise? That's also the thing which happens. So emotional fulfillment comes from embracing your spiritual nature, finding peace within yourself, just maybe growing from within. This Moon says so. Journal. When Moon is in the 12th house, journal, the poetry. If you are a poet yourself, do something very creative during this time period, and you will feel that there is a vent to your emotions also through that. Somebody is in the hospital, you might just go and visit, and you might just take care. And also, Rahu, Mercury, and Sun are in trine to this Cancer sign as well. So that's the reason, this is going to be a very important week for you, because you are going to be making some expenses on your father's health. Maybe, you're going to be investing overseas. You're going to be getting some rare things which are going to be, which are hidden. You're going to be in the research mindset, or you are consultant yourself. So this is something which is very positive for you, and growth prospects are definitely on cards. Moon is going to be in your first house on the 22nd to the 24th afternoon. So again, the cycle is beginning. So when Moon is in the first house, again, this is going to be very positive for your, growth and your self-introspection. And then, you want to look for people around you. You're just, when you were in the isolation, now you're in the public, you are in the limelight, or you are with your own people. So nurture yourself, nurture your people around you, be more sensitive to how others perceive you also, because right opposite our sun, our Saturn, Venus, and Mars also. So this is going to give you a lot of aggression also, relationship triggers also, and maybe your partner gets a little physically charged up. So there can be physical connectivity also quite possible here as well. And we do have, with this transit, there can be that you're going in for some makeover, physical appearance change, or maybe you're going to be taking good care of yourself, your emotional well-being, other people's emotional well-being. All of that is going to trigger as well. Taurus sign is afflicted because of Mars's aspect and Ketu also in trine. So you need to take care of your co-workers. You need to take care of your bosses and seniors. They might just get a little aggressive towards you. So you need to be very cautious as to what you convey. And Lagna is going to the 8th house. Any which ways, it's a dosha, Pitra dosham, and it is causing, because it's with Rahu, so it's causing a blemish or loss of name and fame and dignity. So be careful as to what you do at the workplace or with people, your relatives, etc. Don't say anything which actually, triggers negative things around you. Be careful. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is work. So for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. See, 10th house transit is good for you any which ways from 18th to the 19th afternoon. This transit happens in your 10th house, and in trine to this moon is are three planets, that is Mars, Venus, and Saturn in the 10th house. So 10th house is actually the house of your career, your reputation, your public image, and you're emotionally charged up during this time towards all these areas. You may feel driven to achieve recognition and success in your career and your professional life, of course. You don't have to procrastinate. Have a good connection with your co-workers. Maybe, you are going to be working together as a team, and some new people might join in, and female counterparts maybe especially, and responsibility is going to increase. Your ambition and desire fulfillment is also reflected from here. So emotional fulfillment comes from realizing your goals that you have set. So be more positive about yourself and your work, so that you are just going to get that relief there. Don't expect too much. What happens when moon is there, you become very emotional about your own work, your own professional, your career. You become too much inclined to achieve everything or be successful very quickly. So that is something which you have to work on. And if at all somebody if is asking about the job, how the job is, or if you are jobless, so this actually we have to see from the other planets also. Now you see, when Mars, Venus, Saturn are in the sixth house is the house of routine service. So this might trigger some job prospects also. And Moon and Venus are also in trine, being the Dhana Bhava lords. This might trigger as per the transits. Now, if you are in the Dasha of Moon, Venus, Saturn, Mars, not Mars, I would say, because Mars is your eighth lord. So Mars will not give you good results, but surely Venus and Saturn will. So this might just be a good time period for a job trigger also. But don't leave and quit your job in impulse, because Rahu and Ketu are in your 1-7 axis. So this might be the time to change, but not in impulse. As it is, Mars is also looking at your Ketu, you can see. And also, the Taurus sign is getting active. So financially, it is not a great period for India also, because, Ketu and Mars are looking at the Taurus sign. And we our independence chart is Taurus rising. So during this time, the violence can increase, accidents we can hear more. So you need to take care of all of that. And also, as far as your health is concerned, as far as your pets are concerned, you need to be careful. They can bite you or yourself, you or somebody. So be careful about that. Also, this is the time that you have to be careful about your connections and also litigation. Maybe there is some litigation going on and you're not getting that relief. So this might give you the relief, but it is going to be a very slow one, because Saturn is also there. But surely Mars expedites everything. So maybe you're going to be getting into the clearance very soon. And also health issues can be also getting some relief there because of Mars there. Mars actually, in the Dusthana, and Saturn also in the Dusthana gives very good results. So you don't have to worry about all of that, but just take care of your eating habits, because Venus, your second lord, is in the 6th house. So it can give you some health issues. Moon is going to be transiting your 11th house on the 19th latter half and till the 21st, in trine to Mercury and Mercury, Sun, and Rahu. So in the 11th house, okay. Now, 11th house is about your friends, your friendship, your community you move around, and your social connections, actually, So it might just be that your group activities might just increase, or your partner's group activities might just increase a lot. And this might just give you some irritability also. There can be some backbiting or bickering also. So you're not too happy with this, because Rahu energy is also emitting its, aspect on the 11th house and the 3rd house also. So you have to be careful of what you speak. Maybe, something which you utter and it is taken otherwise. So you need to be very careful with your friend circle that you move around in. You might just collaborate with somebody and you might just incur losses. So you have to be careful. Though Mercury being the Lagnesh is looking at the Lagna, so it's going to protect, but Ketu is also there in the Lagna. So you need to take care of your investments during this time period. And Mercury is turning retrograde also very soon after transiting your 8th house and coming back to your Pisces sign there. So Rahu energy is actually playing out a lot of important role. A lot of energy is emitting from Rahu right now. So you need to be very careful about the confusion, illusion, delusion, and the energy shifts that this Rahu is giving. So this can give you too much of goals and, achieving those goals and, getting blind on what you actually are doing. So you have to be more on the nurturing side, okay, rather than just expecting too much from your own people or the situation that you're in. Moon will be transiting your 12th house that is Leo, on the 22nd till the 24th afternoon, opposite Mars, Venus, and Saturn, and aspected by Jupiter also. So what is happening here? Now all the Dusthanas are getting activated. So with the Dusthanas getting active by the benefics, it's not considered to be that positive also. So you might just go in for that isolation. Those isolation energies will trigger. You maybe are studying some book, or you're reading some book, or you're studying something, or maybe you're preparing for a presentation, you're visiting a hospital, taking care of somebody, some relative in the hospital. So you need to be, and you're thinking, what is happening? Why this world? All those energies trigger, whenever you're solo, what happens in the solitude, you think about all the negatives first rather than the positives. So if you are very sensitive, so you should not be sitting in isolation for longer duration. Otherwise, all the negative energies will just, attack you. So you need to be very careful about your thought process during this period, 22nd to the 24th. Avoid getting into that aloofness in that zone. You can go little spiritual here. You can visit temple, you can visit any religious place though, but still you are going to be very emotional during this time period. So the best is journal, write, or maybe talk to people you love and you're comfortable with. Also be a poet, if you want to write poetry, that is also quite possible. Okay, I have to make the video on Saturn being out of combustion. Yes, I forgot. Yes, somebody had asked me on the comment section also. Anyhow, so your emotional fulfillment comes from embracing your spiritual nature and finding peace within yourself. That's what this week tells you. Some revelations will be made. Some arguments can happen with your siblings also. So you need to take care of all of that during this time. Siblings might be leaving you and going overseas. You're helping them out. And maybe complication with your house helps can happen as well. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. Okay, for Libra natives, now see what is happening for Libra. See, the ruler of the first house and the 7th house and the 4th, the Yoga Karagraha, they are all conjunct in the trine. So it's a beautiful Dhana Yoga which is forming, beautiful Raja Yoga which is forming in the sky. Temporary, but still it is very powerful. Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week, which is again a very positive week for you. To start with, Moon in the 9th house itself will give you very good results, because being the ruler of your 10th is going to be in the Bhagya house. So this is going to be very positive as far as your expansion, exploration, and being philosophical and emotionally significant is concerned. You might feel that, there is a desire for adventure, travel, higher learning. You want to stimulate your knowledge. You might just meet some guru, mentor during this time period, and you might just go for some travels, journeys also, because Mercury is the ruler of your 9th and the 12th houses, and it's with Rahu. Rahu is a foreigner. So you might just invest in the foreign lands, or you might just hire some people from the foreign lands or overseas, or maybe you're traveling yourself. Your investments are going to be overseas, or collaborations also are going to be taking place during this week. So you plan everything well, and how you can be more close knit with your co-workers, with your bosses, with your seniors. Form a connection. Don't have that ego, or don't fear that, if I say something, if I share my ideas, I don't know whether they'll accept it or not. All those energies are also prevalent right now. You're having lack of confidence because of all this. But remember, Mars has come out of your 4th house, and Mars was also in, trying to Ketu. Now Mars is out of it, but Mars is looking at Ketu in the 12th house. So lack of sleep is there. So you must take some rest. you're being into sports a lot, or sports activity, gymming a lot, or working out. So that is why you need a break. You need to take it all easy. Okay. It's a beautiful conjunction which is happening in your fifth house. If at all you are in the dasha of either of these planets, so definitely some event is going to take place which is going to be in your favor. So this week is very positive when moon is in your 11th house also. I will share my insights on the same. So then moon goes to your transits your 10th house on the 19th latter half till the 21st. And it's going to be in trine to Mercury, Rahu, and Sun as well. So in the 10th house, of course, you're very emotional about your job, about your work, about your professional life. You're thinking too much, how will I do it? How will I grow? How I can achieve my goals that I've set? The targets are there. Oh, there's a lot of work to finish. This can also trigger job, if you're jobless. Very, very strong probability is there that you will get, you're in that quest, how I can achieve that recognition that that hunger is there. So when moon is there, you're very emotional about all of these things and you work even more. The drive is there. So this will bring about a lot of responsibility, achievement, and, that force that, yes, I must, that push is required. So you might just get that push. Take care of your, because it's in the third house where the sixth house where the eclipse is going to take place. So this is not bad actually for you, because sixth house energy is something which actually depletes the negatives. So if if your health is of concern, litigation, loans, enemies, competition, so this is going to be a eradication of all of the negatives from here. Because eclipse is what, they will overshadow sun and moon, and then they will Rahu and Ketu, and then they will be giving that strength. Because after the eclipse, where the eclipse is happening is very important, which zone. So it is happening in your sixth house, in your 12th house. So this is definitely very positive for material gains, but you have to have good, sleep, sound sleep. Okay. Dreams will play a very important role in your life right now. And then moon is going to be in your 11th house, and it's going to be in Leo sign from 22nd to the 24th afternoon. So this is also a good time period for connections, social connections, friendships. Maybe you will connect with your mentors. You are going to be very creative. You're going to be discussing some new projects during this week, and you will get that success also. You're going to be getting that promotion that you have been waiting from a long time. You will feel that, you are the commander-in-chief. Okay. So that kind of a feeling you will experience when moon is in the 11th house. So emotional fulfillment is there actually, the desire fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, connection with people, social networking. So these are all positive energies which are going to be playing out this week. And this is definitely a very strong week, because you have all the the positive grahas in your trine and giving you a strong Gana yoga also. Should not forget that. Now, that's what. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. All right. For Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be in your 8, 9, and 10 houses. So when moon is in the 8th house, as I said, the emotions are pretty much, intense. This is the house of regeneration, death, endings, obstacles, hurdles, slowdom. So when moon is there, you are unable to make right kind of decisions, and it's in trine to Saturn, Venus, Mars, any which ways. So it is already delaying and, frustrating you. These energies are not considered to be that great actually whenever you have some psychological fears and insecurities already. So this might just trigger whenever moon, but for you, moon is in the Gemini sign. So you will be more communicative. Communication is the key, in fact, don't keep things to yourself. Don't hide things from others. Just share, just show, and speak up rather than, just keeping things to yourself and, getting carrying more baggage and getting more irritable and, making wrong choices and decisions. You will feel that you're, there are certain hidden fears always, when moon is transits here, those fears just come up. Okay, so you need to maybe, meditate during this time, or if you can't meditate, you can simply just do the donations, maybe give something to others, something in green, you can donate also. So you need to embrace the change that you're expecting. Also, there is a possibility of some speculative income, some gains, some losses, and Ketu is there any which ways in the Virgo sign. So it's not advisable to make heavy investments, because this might just give you some major losses in the future. So go for moderate investments, not too high. And of course, this is a very positive time period for, your, also for your uh, fifth house. No, so fifth house is the house of creative energies, your romance. Yes, there can be that there's a possibility of some ex-partner coming back to your life with Sun, Mercury, and Rahu in the fifth house. Childbirth is possible, and surely you must recite Vishnu Sahasranam also, I would suggest, because Jupiter is in the sixth house as well. So moon is going to be in your 10th house, 8th house, and then 9th house, 19th letter half till the 21st is going to be in your 9th house. So 9th house energy is always positive, after the 8th house moon. Now you're going to be recouping, recovering. What happens? 8th house is the house of death, and then, you're as if born again. So you're understanding things, you're upskilling yourself higher. Now it's the higher knowledge, right? It's the higher realms that you're connecting with. So you're going to be more communicative, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be adventurous, you're going to be meeting your guru, spiritual path, all of those energies. Now you've learned your lesson, as if. Now you want to explore the world. You want to go ahead of times. So this moon in the 9th house is a good transit for connecting with your father. Take any which ways, take care of your father in and around eclipses time, mother in and around eclipses time. Because sun and moon, the luminaries only are going to get eclipsed, no? So you need to take care. Lastly, moon is going to be in your 10th house on the 22nd till the 24th afternoon, opposite Mars, Sun, Venus, aspected by Jupiter. So 10th house will make you a little more emotional about your work, about your, your public image. You're expecting a lot from your authorities and your co-workers and your seniors. You want to do things, but you want that acknowledgement. Your responsibility might increase. You are going in for some changes in your portfolio. So you're already thinking or contemplating on these things. Lagnish is, after all, looking here, no? So it could be that, with the authorities, you can have some conversations this week, and you might just lay some policies, or some strategy planning is going to be taking place. Your emotional fulfillment is from realizing your goals and just working with your, not against your community. So maybe you need to take good care of the people. Be a leader and make leaders out of leaders. Okay, so that's something which you can do. Just a sec, I want a break. So do Vishnu Sahasranam, Scorpio, and things are going to get better. Okay. Ketu is in your 11th house. Any which ways, you should avoid heavy investments. Mars is also looking there. Take care of your mother's health. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. And 7th house is actually the house of relationship, your partner. So you might just become too possessive in your relationship also. You're just, you're relationship centric. So suddenly, you are very emotional. You're too attached to your partner, or you have that longing to connect with your partner. This might just trigger some business proposal also. It can be that you're meeting some, investors, or some, collaborators this week. So, and you're going to be traveling also this week for sure. So you can plan everything well. And if at all you have any issues in and around your relationship, you can just reconcile and put an end to all the negative energies also. Compromise, cooperate rather. Okay, emotional fulfillment is the foremost thing that you should focus on. Then moon is going to be in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of regeneration, and that's happening on the 19th latter half till the 21st, and it's going to be in trine to Mercury, Rahu, and Sun also. So here, what's happening? It is triggering all the because it's a very emotional sign, and for you, moon rules the 8th house. See, Jupiter exalts in your sign, and the ruler being Jupiter in the trine is it's a very powerful yoga which is forming actually when moon transits your 8th house. So this will give you that emotional fulfillment and some intense relationships. Something which is hidden might just get which is concealed might get revealed also. There's a lot of regeneration activities happening or in your head, or the transformation is happening, the churning, as we say. So it's not advisable to make heavy decisions, strong decisions right now. If at all you're thinking of changing a place or changing your job, etc. So you must take it easy, as it's going to be in trine to Mercury. So education plans might change. You might just switch from one subject to another also, or you might just leave your country and go to the foreign land. It could be for permanent or on the permanent basis, or it could be that you're going for temporary basis for studies and then, or maybe work and then come back. Depends on your personal chart, of course, but looking into the current situation, it is going to be quite possible that you're going to be leaving your country and going. There is a deeper connection and the psychological insights which are going to be helping you, your gut feeling, intuition, when moon is in the 8th house. Don't make hasty decisions, during this time. You can make some wrong choices also, okay, in impulse. This is good for emotional as well as physical connectivity with your partner. If you're looking for one, you will get a partner as well. Then moon is going to be in your 9th house on the 22nd till the 24th afternoon, and is going to be right opposite Mars, Venus, and Sun and Saturn in the 3rd house. Now, in the 9th house, after the 8th house transit, after the 19th and the 20th and the 21st, now you are in that zone of making up things. You have been low, down and out, too emotional about petty things, small things, the issues which actually, don't even matter to you. Now you're realizing all of that. Oh, yes, why did I do that? Why did I go there? Why I have to, just keep on sulking. So now the wisdom prevails. In the 9th house, the wisdom prevails. So now you're going to be an explorer. You're going to be on that trip where you are learning something different, something new, upskilling yourself. It's a very good place for moon to be, because then you are thinking of the bigger picture, not just confining yourself to just, the immediate relief. No, you're going to be feeling very strong in your desire to adventure, travel, higher learning. You are going to be spiritually growing. The stimulation is there and emotional fulfillment is there as well. And then, that leads to one thing leads to another. You're broadening your horizon, you're upskilling yourself, now you're growing, all of that, then the cycle begins. It's like that. Then lastly, it's going to be in your, of course, in the 9th house, which I've mentioned. So this is right opposite Mars also. Mars is your 5th lord after all, and it's going to be right opposite Saturn, which is the Mool Trikona sign, seated in the Mool Trikona sign of Saturn. So this is a very powerful week for you for that reason, especially the end of the week. You might just connect with somebody, maybe you're calling some people home, you have a get together maybe, and then you actually learn something from them. So you're happy about this week, how things are. See, Ketu is there in your 9th house, you must in your 10th house, you must be all the time having triggers to leave the job. You're not too happy at the workplace, or you're not connecting well or gelling well with the people around. And with Mars also looking at the zone, you can go a little aggressive also, especially the next week, the upcoming week, during the eclipses time, because it's in the Hasta Nakshatra, the eclipse is going to be. Hasta Nakshatra is ruled by moon. So you can be doubly emotional, So you have to be keeping a constant check on your emotions this week so that you can handle the upcoming week. Lot many changes are happening the upcoming week, and this is a very important and a crucial time. Okay, so just don't lose your peace, don't lose your mind, so that you are able to stabilize and do well in the upcoming week as well. Acquire knowledge, learn. Okay, don't confine yourself to one thing. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. Now, 6th house transit is on the 18th and the 19th, 18th, 19th till the afternoon. Now, 6th house is what? It's a house of health, routines, service to others. And this is also about yourself, about self-care, about healing. Rog, Rin, Ripu. So this is about your own self, you heal yourself. So when moon is there, you're going to be feeling quite emotional about fulfilling all of these. You're going to be very productive also at the workplace. So what happens? You're very much on that, no, I need to do this. That kind of conviction is there. No, I can do it. I will do it. So you are going to be achieving those goals that you have set when moon is here. So you're going to be following the routine. You're going to be doing things for yourself, your health, your emotionally. You are more into your habits and your performances, at the workplace. So you will get those acknowledgements that you're waiting for. Make leaders out of leaders rather than, just giving importance to working solo in isolation. That's not going to help you. As it is, you're very practical sign, and Mars exalts here. So bouts of, aggression, they entangle you. And you have Mars also looking at your 8th and the 9th houses. So this will give you some, some kind of aggressive tendencies also this week. So you need to just keep a constant check on yourself, on your mindset. What exactly is your mindset? What are your emotions, how they are playing out with you? So you need to be very strong, also throughout the week, because all the houses moon is going to be transiting will make you very emotional, very much inclined to achieve things very fast, quickly. Moon is going to be in your 7th house, and it's going to be giving you some, too much of companionship. Your focus is on the family and your partner. Partner could be business life partner, whatever, but you're going to be focused and emotional about, or possessive about could be suspicious kind also, because, you have so many planets in the 8th house from your 7th house. So you need to take care of your partner's health. If you're solo, this might just trigger relationship, physical relationship also. So you need to handle everything with too much of care. You might just take your partner out for dinner. You might just go for a dance or something. And then goes the 8th house energy. Moon goes into the 8th house. 8th house is the house of exit. And it said that, sometimes I feel that, 11th house also people consider as exit. But, 8th house is why 8th house? Because, when moon exalts in the 2nd house of the natural zodiac. And 8th house is the house ruled by Ketu also. So whatever we eat, that is Rahu, and of course moon also. And now when moon is in the 8th house, that is why it's called the Chandrashtama, and it's considered to be very difficult position for this moon, because it's not the mouth, it is the exit part. So you will feel little uneasy in your digestion. You might feel very intense in your relationship, in your conversation, in your connections, your psychological insights. You're going to be feeling quite low, and you might just make wrong choices and decisions during this time period. You have to be careful on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th afternoon. So, and as it is, it's right opposite Saturn, Mars also, Venus also, and Jupiter is also looking here. So it will aggravate all these things, because Jupiter, whenever looks anywhere, it is going to be expanding those energies, no? So it might just give you too much of triggers and emotional bouts. You can have mood swings also. So don't make any hasty decision or impulsive decision, as regards to your marriage, your love relationship, and of course your job also in the professional front. You can make wrong decisions, but it is very good for research oriented mindset. You have to go deep into something. It's good for surgeons, good for healers, good for astrologers. Okay. And Saturn is, as it is transiting your second house, being the ruler of your Lagna, and it's conjunct your Yoga Karagra Venus also. So this is a good combination. If you are waiting for a job, you will get one, because Venus is the ruler of your 10th house and your 5th house as well. So you must recite Saraswati Vandana. You must also chant Lakshmi Stotram or Shri Suktam, or there's one more, Shri Suktam, Lakshmi, what happened to me? Shri Suktam, Lakshmi Stotram, and one more, Saraswati Vandana. And I forgot, maybe I'll write it. All actually, so many things are going on in my head also. So, okay, anyhow, Lakshmi. Okay. So, yeah, coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. And 5th house transit is considered to be good for your relationship, physical relationship, children. You might just get connected with your children. You might just feel that you have to unwind. You have been doing a lot. You have been busy last week, so you want to take a break. You want to pursue some hobbies. You see from the 5th house. And it's a creative house of creativity also. So you might just be very communicative in your speech, in your communication with your friends, with your people around you. You can be more creative, and also you can be more inclined towards playful activities, sports activities also. And this can spark that creative inspiration and the desire for fun and excitement. Maybe you will go for a movie, or you will go for some entertainment activity is going to get triggered up also. You might just be going in for some life pleasures, some small life pleasures that give you satisfaction. And Moon is going to be also here in trine to Venus, Mars, and Saturn. And this is also forming a beautiful yoga for you, actually, with Venus, Mars, and Saturn. So leave aside the aggression part, channelize those energies, towards doing something, achieving something, rather than, just fighting and brooding on small and petty issues. You have a beautiful transit right now. You must make the best use of this, because the Kendra rulers and the trine, the Venus is your Yoga Karagraha in the Lagna with Saturn. Very beautiful combination for wealth growth. And it is also giving you expansion. So you must actually get connected to the right kind of people right now. If you are having stagnancy, now is the time period you can just go ahead and you can do something which is going to be giving you the boost. So don't waste these kind of transit positions also. If at all you're in the Dasha of Saturn, Venus, Mars, you are sorted. Definitely you're going to be making the best use of your current situation. And just see to it that, you don't mix with wrong people. Take the advice of the experts if you have to go in for investments, etc. Okay. Then Moon is going to be in your 6th house, at 6th house on the 19th letter half till the 21st. And it's going to be in trine to Rahu, Mercury, Sun, and it's going to be also, in its own zone. Okay. So for Aquarius native, 6th house ruler is actually, it gives you health issues. You are very fragile also in general, because Moon rules this zone and is aspected by Saturn, if you see Saturn sign in the 12th house. Now here your focus is on the health, on the routines, on productivity, how you can connect with your colleagues and your co-workers or your helpers, or the activities you are involved in a very deeper manner. You have to connect with everybody, only then you will be more productive. You can't do things solo. So you have to take care of yourself and your health and your practices, what exactly gives you the benefits. So you might just be going in for some changes at the workplace, or maybe you're going to be working in a very different manner. So this is a good time period. You might just start with some dietary plan. Just make sure that you look after your health any which ways, because Moon is going to be transiting your 6th house, and Moon is the ruler of your 6th house also. So this gives you, it's a good time to be more nurturing and healing others. So you are born healers, doctors. If you are having moon also transiting here, so you might just, with your word, with your speech, you might just heal someone, help someone, isn't it? If you are a surgeon, so this is a good transit for you as well. Surgeons come to me, to take the muhurta. Can you believe that? Because, when they are performing a surgery, they say that we actually, do perform the surgery and the wound heals automatically. How? This is divine. There is no answer to it in the science. So what happens, they say that if this is there, if this is this where our subject, our knowledge ends, starts astrological knowledge. So when we give the muhurta, so it's good for the patient also and for the doctor also. And I have seen someone performing surgery without muhurta and getting into problem also. I've seen that also. See, I'm not scaring or something, but it's just that earlier times, this vidya, that is astrology, was actually used only for picking and choosing the right muhurta, the right time. Electional astrology is very important to pick and choose for your tatkalik muhurat. Sometimes we don't have the muhurat at all. That takes a lot of time, and I do that, and I give that muhurat also. Okay, you can do it in this time and that time, and that is actually a favorable time. You can get married to a right person at the wrong time, marriage doesn't sustain. But you get married to a wrong person at the right time, marriage sustains, or the event sustains. Remember that. Anyhow, not promoting myself, but just in a flow, I just said, because I love this subject so much, I can talk about astrology all night long. So moon is going to be transiting your 7th house, and that's happening on the 22nd to the 24th afternoon. And this is the time period when you can be very emotionally entangled in your relationships. So don't get carried away. What happens when somebody hurts you, or somebody you're thinking of, or somebody has done something wrong to you, then what happens, you're just your life revolves around that particular event only. So that's that kind of a period, when you're going to be very emotional about your relationship, about your partnership, about your business. So this might be the time period when you can go a little aggressive also. So you need to take care, in your relationship, especially, and don't compromise also. Maybe you need to compromise. Maybe the partner is not, you are going to be compromising. You need to cooperate. You can have physical relationship also. So all of that is triggering with this, and harmony and relationship is definitely going to be playing a very, very important role during this transit of moon in your 7th house, because after this, moon is going to be conjunct Ketu, and we are heading to Hasta eclipse also. And Ketu is already in Hasta Nakshatra, not to forget that. So we need to be very well prepared for this week. You can just, do things as per your whims and fancies, but next week you have to go by Ketu's energy. So you need to be more spiritually inclined. You need to work on your mental setup. You need to be supportive of others. You need to help others. Actually, if you really want relief from this, donate. Okay. So this is what, I'm telling you, heads up for the upcoming week also. I think that's it. Venus, Mars, perfect. See, I'm very happy with Venus, Saturn, Mars combination in the Lagna. Why? Because, all the, planets are forming connection, Kendra triangle connection. So which is really very, very, very positive. So make the best use of this, connect with your bosses and seniors, ask for that promotion that you're waiting for. And, just keep up the good work. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So it's like a personal one-on-one conversation, as if I'm doing, this is how I do the readings also. So Pisces. And for Pisces natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. And moon is going to be, to start with, on the 18th and the 19th, till the 19th afternoon, going to be in trine to Saturn, Venus, Mars in the 12th house. Now, this is a trinal connection, which is very important, and it's giving you, it's actually, trying to tell you something that, if you want to go overseas, if you want to connect with the overseas people, you want to take your family out for a holiday or vacation. So this is a good time period, and Mercury is over your Lagna, your Kendra ruler, it's going to be in your Lagna. It's going to turn retrograde also very soon. So this is the time, and it's in debility also with Rahu. So this is actually giving a lot of confusion, on the home front. Your emphasis is on home, family, family, security, home environment, how you can, make it more cordial, more comfortable. So you're thinking of all of those, but this is not the right period for investments. You can go wrong in your investments because of Rahu energy there, or you can be greedy. You think that, oh yes, I can do it, and then you fall on your face. That kind of an energy is going to be prevalent when moon is in your fourth house. So be careful about your emotional setup. Don't get carried away. Don't get floored by, oh, he did it, I can also do it. You are getting inspired by wrong things. So don't get carried away with all of that. As it is, Pisces has two fish. So they run wherever they get influenced by others easily. So you need to just keep calm. You have to take care of your mental setup with Rahu energy working on your head. So don't get too self-centric, too materialistically inclined. That's not going to help you. Emotional fulfillment will come with the help of your family. Remember, communicate with them. Your home environment is actually going to be the fallback arrangement for you this week. Moon is going to be in your fifth house on the 19th letter half and till the 21st. And it's going to be in trying to Mercury, Rahu, and Sun in the Lagna, and is also in its own zone in the fifth house. So this is good for creative energies, good for children, connecting with your children, self-expression. You might just be inclined to leisure activities, creativity. You can be very emotional about your partner, romantic partner. You can be very physically charged up, and you have a good sexual relationship with your partner also during this time. Some ex-partner can come also to your life because moon is transiting its own zone. And from moon, all the planets, Saturn, Venus, Mars are in the eighth house. So this is actually aggravating all those energies also. So be careful. Don't get carried away with your emotions. That person can come into your life and can have an agenda. So be careful about all of those as well. You're very emotional. You're emotionally attached to your children. Also, I've seen Pisces are very attached to their children. They're very attached to their family and their partners also. They're very attached to their partners. Why I say partners? Because this is showing multiplicity also most of the time. Sorry to say that, but yes, multiplicity of relationship is also seen this way. Some other time I will make that video. So now here you're going to be looking for that emotional fulfillment. So you actually are very weak here. So don't get carried away. And if you are having any kind of argument or any kind of, some relationship issue, so you can reconcile also. And you can take your partner out on a date also. Then moon is going to be in your sixth house, on the 22nd to the 24th of afternoon. And it's going to be right opposite Saturn, Venus, and Mars. And it's going to be aspected by Jupiter from the second house as well. So this is the place where, you're concerned about your health, money, finances, litigation, loans, debts, disease. You're concerned about either or of these areas, but Jupiter is looking here, so it's big time protection. But at the same time, what happens when Mars is also looking here, you have to be taking care of your health and your mental setup. And if you are not working out, because Saturn is also there, Saturn is procrastination, Saturn makes you lazy, and Mars is also looking here. So it is like a mixed bag. So you need to work on yourself. You have to take care of your health. You have to take care of your, maybe get involved in some sports activity. Join a gym if at all you're interested. Don't have a sedentary lifestyle. This is leading to some complications in the health. As it is, I've seen with the Pisces people, I have seen they have hypertension and they have some waterborne diseases also. So could be that, you have blood-related issues, etc. So you have to be careful. As it is, Rahu's in your Lagna, Ketu in your seventh house. You need to really take care of your health any which ways. So I'm not scaring you, but still just forewarning. So the best remedy that you can do is that you should actually keep donating blood from time to time and take blessings of your father. You will definitely feel better. Okay. And what else I can say? Take good care of yourself. Be more, that nurturing kinds. If you nurture yourself, you will automatically be, nurturing others. If I'm giving you a reading, free of cost, it's actually not for anybody else. I'm doing it for my soul satisfaction. Okay, so you have to do things that you like doing. If you're giving any kind of donations, if you're donating, if you're doing some for humanitarian causes, you're doing it, but you're doing it for your own agenda. Okay, or if I do this, then I will get something in return. So that something is not going to work. So you must actually do things which actually give you that soul satisfaction. uh, Help unconditionally. If you help unconditionally, I can assure you, you you will get that support from the divine also. So you must actually, do things which actually give it's applicable to one and all. Applicable to one and all. Do for others. Okay, and unconditionally. Very difficult to do these days, I know, but still try doing that. I have seen many people doing that, and they are really great people. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Venus and Jupiter are forming an exchange, nakshatra exchange. This is a very good time period for starting your education plan and investments also. Some new business startups also you can start, but not at the cost of your own, ethics. Okay. Don't give up on your ethics. Follow the right path. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.